And I believe that we're live on the twitch.tv/theassumer because the BG Monster and the Pony Hunter, the Jolkip, the Jack the Cat, the Billman, the Black Ranger PL, Cap the Dragon, Tinfoil Man, Father of Apocalypse, all throw in those emotes, those banana emotes into chat. Thank you everyone, the bananas mean that we are live. Beautiful, appreciate you, thank you for throwing in the bananas and letting me know that all is good in the hood, you know. All is good in the hood. Where did we leave off last time? Where did we leave off? I can barely remember. We're just picking up where we put it down. And I believe that was over here in Concord. In the Concord land, we got Cub Fan and Tango online looking very dead and demised. And we got Jolkip here for 50 months in a row. You heard me right. 50 months. Goodness me. Thank you ever so much, Jolkip. That's a tremendous amount of support right there. Pinky Bear says, why are you in the Yeti skin, not a dead one? Because I don't have a dead Yeti skin, basically. Hey, it's my last stream of 2019. It's before Christmas, and I want to, you know, celebrate a little bit. Celebrate good times. Come on. You know? Do you know what I mean? Baby Yoda is the millennials version of boomers, says Molly. I don't even know what that means. I'm not on your wavelength right now. Hey, are you supposed to be empty? It probably is. It's not one of these ones. Jungle trapdoors. Let's place them down. Yeah, so I have been out all day, and now it is time to stream. And I haven't even thought for a second what we're doing. You know? I haven't even thought for a second. And we got a noise in here from Gold Ninja L, subscribing for 2 months. Golden Ninja L, thank you ever so much for your support. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying. Satanistic Angel says, Merry Christmas, X. I have a Xmas fan art for you. Please be sure to email it, tweet it at me. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Please send that my way. Oh, we kind of already did a little bit of gravel placing around here, didn't we? We need more of that. We're going to be putting spots of gravel down. I just need to get myself acquainted with the project again. Little bits of andesite here and there. We're building, I think we're just going to build these trees, you know. And then take it from there. That's pretty much the game right now, isn't it? So to build those trees, we need these things in our hotbar. We also need some coca beans. We got those. That's kind of it. That's kind of it, right? Now the question is, do I do them all the same? Let's go check out what Fulse did and see if we can take some hints from her. That Master Gamer is here for 21 months. That's 7 months times 3. Saying can't stay for the stream, but have fun. Well, thank you for tuning in and resubbing. Appreciate it. And hope you have fun doing whatever you're doing. This is wonderful around here. Okay, so this tree kind of looks like the same deal. That tree also looks like the same deal a little bit. Actually, no, it's a little bit different here and there. Just subtle variations is probably the game. That one up there is more on a diagonal tilt. Let's do our next one on a diagonal hinge. Tilt or hinge, what's the correct word? I don't know. Blue Vactor, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the nice message. Lots of people talking about demise in chat because Mumbo has been demised. Let's get that out of the way. It has happened. It has taken place. Now I got a cup of hot chocolate here. I'm going to drink it. Oh my goodness me, it's truly hot and very chocolatey. That Master Gamer is... Oh wait, we just read that one. Spooky Dookie is here for 21 months. See, I got confused. 21 months already. Time really flies. Merry Christmas, X and peeps. Thank you ever so much, Spooky Dookie. Of course, wishing everyone here a Merry Christmas. We also got Old Daniela, subscribe with Amazon Prime, and Pie Crust 22. Thank you ever so much for your Prime subscriptions. Appreciate it. Okay, so we'll make this one, I guess, possibly, generally, a little bit shorter. What I need is these things here, those things there. And we got Nina Fina 97 for 11 months in a row. Nina Fina, thank you ever so much for your continued support. It is appreciated. Loaded with sugar, says Niger. Yeah, so you know there's going to be food talk, right? There's always food talk on an X stream, but... Oh yeah, I've got to put that up there, haven't I? Boop, there we go. But yes, the rules The rules are over. The calorie counting is no more. It's officially Christmas, and I have pigged out today. I have pigged out, and I will probably pig out again tomorrow. It's a little bit close to the ground, isn't it? Is it also level height? No, it's actually one lower. I wonder if we can make this work, basically. So then we go to these blocks. It's also really close to the path. We might have to treat this one like it's a baby tree, you know. So we give it that setup like the other ones I had. And then what I think we'll do is we'll go these three down by one and then out by one. But that's it. That's as low as the ground they are going. That's all they're getting from me. Beautiful. Then these bigger ones, I think, also going to be on the smaller side. Just that. That's all they're getting. That's all they're getting from me. And then we'll take a step back and hopefully it don't look too silly. I think the big problem is just that it's close to the ground. So we got a noise in the ear from Charging End 58 for 2 months saying, yay, assume us live. That's right, assume us live. Okay, take that, Santa. We're taking back Christmas. Not that it was ever asked to begin with. That's kind of alright, actually. That works just fine for me. Bit of a wonky tree over here. Looking good. Alright, next one. Variety is the spice of Concorp. Of Concorp Studios. Yeah, let's have this one go off to this side. And we'll make this one a tall one. Which I may come to regret. We will see. So I kind of want to be up here first. Let's place those ones. Yeah, what was I going to say about Christmas? Goodness me. We've got to have all sorts of Christmassy talk, right? I've got topics on my mind. I just need to get into the flow. I need everyone to, well, you know, come in and settle down. Every time I look at chat, everyone's talking about Demise. Okay, I know things are happening in Demise, but I had other things to talk about today. Golden TNT MSD 14 for 36 months in a row, saying 3 years, my friend. Indeed. Thank you ever so much, man, for tremendous 3 years of support. It is appreciated. I am excited for 2020. It's going to be a fun year. I feel like as the years go by, I'm enjoying this more and more, you know. It's a blessing to do this. Mobberick 77 here for 9 months, saying, yeah, 9 months. Twitch baby in the chat. Thank you ever so much, dude. Appreciate it. BG Monster X1000 says, I'm not talking about Demise. That's why I'm reading your message. That's why I'm reading your message. Christmas is overrated, change my mind, says Snipergen. I would say that Christmas is what you make it, really. It's what you make it. When I was younger, I didn't appreciate it. It was kind of like, oh, Christmas, oh, it's boring, it's pathetic. I literally sound like Kevin from, oh my god, what was it? Harry Enfield and Friends. It's boring, I hate it. You are so embarrassing. Oh. Now, yeah, I never really liked Christmas until I got older, you know. But now I love it. Now I look forward to it all year. Now, is it overrated? I mean, oh, it's like so many things we've talked about in the past. Oh, Metallica overrated. Look, things should be about you enjoying it. And if you don't enjoy it, don't worry if other people are. That's usually what overrated is, right? Overrated is other people are enjoying this thing that I'm not. Therefore, I'm going to say it's overrated. That tends to be what overrated is. Can we at least agree on that? Right? You're not often enjoying something going, oh man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this new movie that I'm watching. It's so overrated though. No one says that. That's not how it works. So, you know, make the most of Christmas if you can. Get yourself in a good headspace. You're going to be around family and friends. There's going to be lots of food and good times and movies. You're not working. Like, it's a good thing. Make the most of it, you know. It might not be perfect. It might not be the ideal holiday, depending on what you're into, but it's what we got, so let's make the most of it. Spegarison says, Christmas is great, but wish I could stay at home with family and friends, but unfortunately I have to be at work this year. That is unfortunate, my dude. But hey, next year, hopefully. I always wonder who has to work on Christmas. If you're working on Christmas, you're probably doing an important job, like keeping the power on. And you probably deserve a pat on the back. Oh man, that's so good. Oh, that's good hot chocolate right there. Chickster says, final sub of 2019. Cheers for all the great content. Chickster, thank you ever so much for 15 months of support. That's brilliant. I appreciate it. It is, yeah, it's my final stream this year. And then in January, we're going to be playing modded Minecraft. I'm really torn though, because I've got this feeling like I'm just going to get into a modded Minecraft kind of flow. And I do want to do Hermitcraft still. So I don't know quite how it's going to play out. I think it just depends on if I get really sucked into Minecraft, modded Minecraft or not. I could also stream probably a lot more than normal, so I could end up maybe doing 2 streams a day on occasion or something crazy. We'll see how it goes. It'll be a fun experiment just to do stuff different. X, how did you make your hot chocolate, says Stealth Ninja. What a great question. Now, there are many ways to make hot chocolate, but I have always done it the way it says on the ingredients, which is to mix it with hot water. A lot of the time when you buy cocoa powder, it just says to mix it with hot water, but some people make it with hot milk. Now, you know, both are fine. I always make mine with hot water, and actually, I think I prefer them that way. I think I do. What are we doing here? These 2 leaves are coming down. Important questions. And then that is all of the leaves of this tree. You know, we're going to have to design our own tree sooner or later. Feels a little bit big and wild, that one. I mean, why does it work so well over there is the question. Oh, I think I've literally made this definitely too big and wild, haven't I? I'm gonna change the design of this one a little bit. Let's go grab some shears. Let's go grab some shears. We got Evil Monkey for 3 months saying, Yeetus, I'm here, X. Welcome, Evil Monkey. Welcome to the stream. J Nash TV, a subscriber of Amazon Prime, and Father of Apocalypse is bringing those cheers. Bring in those bits, saying, how long should someone wait before talking about something to not spoil a video, as I have been running into people on other servers saying that I'm spoiling things when the video has been out for a day. Father Apocalypse, thank you for the cheers and bits. I appreciate it, as you know. If you're talking about being a part of a community like Hermitcraft that makes videos, I have this philosophy of like, be easy. Now, if other people are saying to you that you're doing something wrong, it's kind of hard, right? But for me, I'm a count your blessings sort of person, so I could overthink it and be like, oh, someone made a video today and showed something I built, but I don't think people run around thinking, oh look, X just built something, let's show it off before he gets to. No one thinks like that on here, so it would be silly for me to think that. I try and keep things in a positive light, because otherwise, what are you doing? You're speculating that someone else, intentionally spoiled your content or something along those lines, and who's that good for? No one. It's also something you're speculating. Therefore, is it true? Statistically speaking, there's a high probability that it's not, because there could be many things that people think about. So I always play things, you know, count your blessings and be easy. If you're dealing with other people that are having a go at you saying, oh, you spoiled something, I mean, I don't know what to say to them. Like, you could say, you know, it's a good thing that someone's here to spoil your content instead of not, right? You know what I mean? Assumer, there are some people in chat which are behaving very rude and disrespectful, says RO2. Let me keep my eye on chat for a second then. I don't know if our mods are here today. I haven't seen familiar names as of yet, but I don't catch everything that's in chat. Dirty Monty is here for 3 months saying, hey X, love the stream. Glad you love it, dude. Appreciate it. B-Dub's builds get spoiled all the time because of how infrequently he uploads. It's NBD. I don't know what NBD is short for, But yeah, he does. His upload pace means he's behind. We collab a lot with Idea, and he's behind. And I think, you know, I know B-Dubs is cool with that. Like, he's also a kind of like go with the breeze kind of guy, right? Look, if you're making 100,000 views on a video, like that's a wonderful thing. Why trip over the fact that you're being, you know, showcased in someone else's video? It's not fair, but fairness is a strange thing. You know, in this content creating environment that we're in, it's unbelievable how pro this is. Like, no one on this server or in your community when you create content is competition. Collaboration is a strength here. You promote one another, you do things together. It's communal and very positive. And I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful environment to work in. To know that, you know, when you're doing good, others are doing good with you. Right. Asuma, an ethics conundrum for you. Regarding Hermitcraft, I appreciate how you give Iskall his loot back when you played Rum, but Keralis saw how you closed the game for Iskall. Keralis just broke in and looted the place. I really dislike this, considering he showed up pretending he was going to earn all his gear. Honestly, is it wrong to dislike and stop watching Keralis content? Yeah, because I think you've got the wrong end of the stick. The game was fixed when Keralis was playing it. So when I went over there, the game was broken. So what I did was made a joke out of it. I'd win everything, but I'm going to give it all back. You know, just showing how broken it was. So Iskall goes over there and fixes it. Then Keralis plays it, and when Keralis plays it, it's the legit game. And I know that Iskall's fine with that because they communicate to each other in Discord. You know, Keralis says, "Hey, you need to stock up Run," and Iskall goes and stocks up Run, and Keralis plays it again. So it's completely fine. You know. This is the be easy thing, right? You create a story in your mind of like, oh, Keralis is cheating or something, and it's no, this is not the case at all. Oh man, that's some good hot chocolate. Zodiac Siren is here with cheers and bits, saying, "Hey X, it's Zodi. I'm glad to have been able to catch this stream. Lots of love from Florida." Thank you so much for the cheers and bits, dude. Glad to have you with us today. Okay, now this one comes close to the ground again. That seems to be like a recurring problem for us with these trees. So this one is going to be a little baby tree. For now, we're going to put those in there. And then give it little baby slivers coming over here. Maybe even going down like that. Oh, I actually quite like that shape. Yeah, we'll go with that then. That's pretty cool. It's a baby tree. How can anyone dislike Keralis? Just look at those big googly eyes. Exactly. Exactly. The eyes. Those eyes are amazing. When we were playing Is That Sheep Looking at Me, there was this moment where he looked over in my direction, I think, after I'd won, and the eyes just made sense all over again. Oh man. Right, I wanted to talk to you about food. I got to cook a meal for everyone today, and everyone really liked it, which was wonderful. Because I wanted to cook for everyone for a while now. So I made a dish, right? This dish is consistent of 4 different parts. You got some spinach, you got some tomatoes that have been cooked in the oven with some oil sprinkled over them. Nice stuff. Then you've got some meat, some sausage meat that's been all sort of like grounded up, and it's cooked with... Oh, should we have a tree go... We'll make the next tree go that direction. It's been cooked with some cream cheese and paprika, you know, in the pan, mixing it up. Lovely taste. And then we had some Arabor rice cooked with cheese and clotted cream, mustard and turmeric. So you had this really creamy, rich, yellow rice. It was gorgeous. And everyone loved it, and I was so happy because I wanted to cook that meal for everyone for a while. And there was a bit. We made a bit too much rice, so we got some of that left over. And I might eat that later because I'm officially on, you know, no calorie counting, do what I want mode. So if I feel my belly rumbling later, I'm just going to eat. It's not the way I normally do it, but it's how I'm doing it now. For the next few days, you know. Who is everyone, says Stealth Ninja? My family. My family. Sniper Jun, check your Twitter. Sent a photo. Thanks. I'll check it after the stream, dude. And peeps, you know, if ever you want to tweet me stuff, I do read my tweets. I don't always reply to all of them, but I read through them. Papa I says, nah, good for you. You're so disciplined all year round. A few days off are well earned. Thank you, I appreciate that. But do you want to know what else I've been looking forward to, okay? I'm already looking forward to being past this as well. Yesterday, before, like, you know, and I feel like the eating coming on, I'm like, oh man, I'm really looking forward to just pigging out. But I'm also looking forward to stopping that and getting back to normal. And I wouldn't be surprised if I feel my body just sort of like, after maybe a couple of days, sort of be like, alright, calm down. Because my body's adapted now. It's generally not used to eating the way I used to. So I would not be surprised if something like that happened. How do you make the hot chocolate? I just mix water in with the hot water with the mixture, and then I do put a bit of milk in. I had some oat milk with this one. I like almond milk, I like oat milk. They're both good. Horse says, hey X, I was wondering who your favourite artists is. If you mean artists as in painters, right, I'm going to do this now, okay, because you said that, and then something popped into my head. I have a folder on my computer with pictures of my favourite art. And what I hate doing is when someone asks, like, what's your favourite this, what's your favourite that, I don't like the idea of, like, just giving whatever's floating around in my head right now, you know, because you're not going to remember exactly everything. Okay, I'm struggling to find this. I thought I knew where it was. Give me a second, I think I found it, yeah. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so I'm just going to read the entire list of what I have on my computer. So I have Albert Bierstadt, Ivan Konstantovich Avovsky, Jesus, Caspar David Friedrich. This is just art that I got online that I loved. Edvard Munch, Francis Bacon, Gustave Doré. Love his style. Gustave Doré is one to look up. These like black and white and grayscale lines, and these incredibly powerfully biblical and demonic and dark stuff. Jasper Francis. Oh, that's empty. Oh, I don't know why that one's empty. One of my favourites. Obrabzi Zidaslaw Beck Sins Kiego. Oh, absolutely butchering that one. Got some Picasso up in here, some Rembrandt, some Rene Magritte. Oh, it's been ages since I looked through these paintings. Salvador Dali, of course. Thomas Cole in here. I've got to look through these again later. Valquez, Vincent van Gogh, Wayne Barlow, another one I really love. Wayne Barlow, really demonic style. Awesome, awesome artist. Yeah, there you go. So, so those are just some that I collected a while ago. What about Gaudi? I saw a lot of his stuff and his architecture as well in Spain. Beautiful, loved it. So there you go. Okay, that was a great question because I could give you an answer. Okay, we need to get more of those leaves. Clearly need some more jungle leaves. Therefore, more jungle trees. Therefore, bone meal. Okay, let's do it. Right here, right in the middle. Right here, right now. X, who's your favourite music artist? Says Lana Gore. If you go to Asuma Music Blog on Google, if you go Google and search Asuma Music Blog, you can find my music blog. You can find out about the music I like. My favourite band is Dimmu Borgir from Norway. I love them. They ain't as good as they used to be, but man, those were my just absolute favourite band growing up, without a shadow of a doubt. Admiral Thunder Bunny, what a name, is here with a donation saying any word on who trapped the small end portals. Also, whoever make cheese toasties with sourdough and Munster. Whoa, that sounds cool. Sourdough. I was in the shops this morning, and funny enough, I was sort of like standing around and I could hear other people talking, and someone went, "Where's the sourdough?" and it just caught my ear, and I was just like, sourdough? I've heard that before. What does that taste like? And now, here as you mention it to me, you know. That sounds gorgeous. Cheese toasties with sourdough and Munster. I don't even know what Munster is either. But dude, thank you so much for the donation. I don't know who trapped the end portals. I don't really know much about what's going on the server because I've been working my bum off the last few days on a video. In fact, peeps, on, I believe it's the 28th, there's going to be a video coming out. It's 42 minutes long, or I think it's even like 45 minutes long or something. I put an insane amount of time and effort into it. I'd really appreciate it if you were to, you know, like the video and perhaps share it around a little bit as well. It is, for me, a like passion project video, and it's the final part of a trilogy of videos that I put an immense, I put an immense amount of time and effort into part 2 and 3. Part 1 was probably the easiest to record, and that one has blown up on the channel. But yeah, it's just going to be a great video, okay? I will even tell you now what it is. It is a history of all the mob farms I ever created. And I think literally every single mob farm I created is in that video. With exception to maybe... Oh my god. Oh no! Oh. I've just realised that there were some other mob farms like, no, maybe no. Okay, so here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. I kind of decided that I wouldn't show the mob farms that I'd already showed in the first video of the series. So it kind of just popped into my head that Asuma's World has a couple of mob farms, but I did show them in that first video, so maybe not. But I perhaps could have included them to some extent, I don't know. Anyway, other than that, it is literally every mob farm I've ever built or been a part of, and it is incredible. I just loved it. I love recording it. I hope you have a great time watching it. It's like a chronological history of mob farming in Minecraft to some extent, you know. So yeah, Mosh Alidod says, what kind of music do you like? Do you know, I love all sorts of music. I just want to hear what the artist wants to express when I listen to music. You know, I want to get into it, and I want to get into stuff that I don't think I'm into as well, because I've just discovered so much amazing music over the years and gotten into some really great bands that I would have once turned my nose up at and been like, oh, I don't like that. And it's like, nah, mate. Right, let's do this one. I think I'm enjoying making them all unique from one another. So this one's going to be a bit droopy in the middle, maybe not. That doesn't look good. Mumbo! Grey face! Grey face! Oh my goodness me, peeps! Mumbo's demise! Can you believe it? Oh, you are getting some die-hard spoilers right here. Die-hard spoilers. Oh, you heard it here first, peeps. You heard it here first. I put these in the wrong spot. No, wait. No, I haven't. They just got to go. Max Cool says, no spoilers? Evo says his video is out? No. You heard it here first. I'm telling you. This is exclusive. Mumbo ain't uploaded no video. You're imagining things. Crazy people. Crazy people. I just watched the video, says Katie on. Don't lie! Goodness me. Don't lie. Oh, jeez. Mumbo hasn't uploaded a video to his channel. I checked a minute ago before I was streaming. You know? What do you mean he posted while I was streaming? He can't do that. Oh, you lot are crazy. Crazy. Look on his channel. No, I'm streaming. That would be so rude if I started, you know, alt-tabbing out and looking at stuff on my computer like, you know, like a folder full of art. I'm reading out the name. That's illegal, says Dirty Monty. That's the attitude, my friend. That is illegal. That is illegal. Jeez. Right, let's move it on, shall we? Okay, because some people can't handle it. Clearly, looking at my chat, some people just can't handle it, alright? I live under a bridge, peeps. Get used to it. I missed one up the top. I can just break that, can't I? And then whoop-de-whoop and put it back. Yeah, so I was reading an article before I was streaming, and it was about how to get along with your family at Christmas. Now, if you've tuned in for a lot of my streams, you'll know that I have been making like a very conscious effort to examine my own behavior and interactions with people, especially family, and try and improve and like think through my actions and thoughts and whatnot. And so a lot of what I was reading in this article, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm already here, like I've figured it out. But then I was thinking, well, I'm about to stream and maybe we could have a chat about this. So my question to all of you watching is like, at Christmas, do you find at one point or another, not constantly, not all the time obviously, but like, do you get on each other's nerves with your family, or, you know, have difficult moments? I can imagine it comes in degrees. Like, some of you might be like, yeah, of course that's going to happen every now and then, and be fine with it. And some of you might be like, oh, I can't stand it being around family for that long. Alright, it looks like in chat we got some yeses coming through with some, jeez. I want to address something I just spotted in my chat. I'll keep an eye out for that, but one thing at a time here. Quite a few people passionately saying yes. Okay. That's good. That's a starting point. We also got noises in the ear. Super Cookie 7887 for 11 months saying, can't believe it's almost been a year. Cheers. I'm watching another streamer, so I can't stick around. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You're watching another streamer. Give me your attention. No. Thank you so much, dude. You're probably gone now. You probably moved on. 7 minutes. Who would put up with me for that long? Gamer Chick is here for 36 months saying, wow, 3 years is a long time, but you know what they say, time flies when you are having fun. Thank you for the continued hard work and dedication you put forth for all of us. I love you dearly. Thank you for being so kind and gentle with me. Gamer Chick, thank you for the lovely message. I really do appreciate that. And it is a long time. 3 years. 36 months. 3 years right there. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Wesley Honning, I would totally encourage you not to drink, my friend. Kind of sounds like, you know, what I'm about to say might not apply to you particularly, but hopefully a little bit of it will. Let's see, James Drew, 27, for 45 months, saying, what up? What up, dude? 45 months, incredible, approaching 4 years. Wekata is resubscribing for 4 months, and Peter Durr 72 is here for 12 months, saying, I just had an anniversary sip of English breakfast tea. For you, Mr. X. Have a nice day, and thank you for all the amazing things you do. Thank you for the lovely message, dude. Enjoy the tea. I'm going to have the last gulp of hot chocolate. Oh, it's like liquid sugar. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, so expectations and disappointment. This has just been like the absolute epiphany for me, I guess. I'm always such a gradual person. Even with things that I learn about, it always feels gradual. But when I heard this concept of like having expectations and then them being disappointed, it was such like a, whoa, that makes an unbelievable amount of sense. And almost immediately for me, it started to really like take shape in my mind. I could see like where these moments are, where you get agitated with people that you love, and it mostly arises out of like you have this expectation for how things are going to go when you're around other people, and then they don't go to plan and you kind of get like irritated. But this can be over like really simple stuff. So one of the things I've noticed that can like you can easily get agitated over is being in the kitchen. Okay, dude, Niger, like, I'm gonna ban you because that's just not cool. I'm seeing you posting that over and over again. I don't agree with you. I don't have time to deliberate right now. Obviously, we ain't got a moderator in the house, so you're getting banned, and you know why. And maybe I'll come back to that later if I've got the energy. Come on. Gift sub, no! Where's the ban button? Oh, there it is. Okay, dude. Sorry. But I ain't having that in my chat. Right, there we go. Yeah, according to... Oh, wow, we got over 1,000 people here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Yeah, okay, so apparently this guy's got more accounts. Well, just pointing out. Mr. Cheese says, we love everyone here. Yeah, I was listening to a podcast earlier today about the morality of science, and it had me all thinking about, like, tolerance and acceptance, and... For me, it's just like, unless you're, like, physically harming someone, you can be who you want to be. And you don't need to explain anything to me. And it ain't like a problem to be any type of person to me. That's the only way I can put it. But anyway, let's get back on track. Expectations and disappointments. So, who's been in the kitchen, like, and you're bumping into each other? I'm trying to go there, you're trying to go here, and you can get agitated and aggravated, and it's all so silly, right? Yeah, me, says Nox TA. Not really, says Overdone Grub. Well, good for you. I mean, maybe it's just me. But anyway, that's one of those things I noticed didn't get you started. Another thing is, like, when you got a lot of people crowded in a room together and it's different age groups, everyone's kind of got an idea of something that they want to do. I want to watch this channel, I want to watch that channel. It can be so simple, again, to have an expectation of, oh, I was going to do this thing, and then it changes. Because it's Christmas, it's busy, there's just stuff going on constantly. So for you this Christmas, just think about it. Like, if you're perhaps, like me in the past, find yourself getting a bit agitated, and just watch out for that expectation and that disappointment sneaking up on you, right? You think something's going to go down this way, then it doesn't. Oh, I really wanted to play that game, and now we're not doing it, you know? Gotta let it go, just let it be. Go with the flow more, you know, just let things unfold. He's back! He's back, I've gotta ban him again. You know, dude, like, if this is how you want to spend your time, what can I say? You could put your effort into some... You could put this energy into things that are so much more beneficial for everyone else. Okay, there we go. Right, I'll get your next one as well, don't worry. There you go, dude. There we go. Okay, so where are we now? Logan's Gameplay, subscribing with Amazon Prime, Nimporty, Nawax, subscribing with Prime, and Admiral Thunder Bunny. Crazy lovely name, I love it. Here a donation saying, greetings from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I had a good money on Mumbo winning. Also, any idea when Joe's vid will be up? I love to see the context of his Dead Quarters adventure. I don't really have a clue. I don't really have a clue what the others are up to. I've been very checked out of Demise and general goings on the last few days. Like I said, I've been working on this video for my Christmas content, and it's taken up a lot of time and energy. I've been getting everything ready to take time off over Christmas, which is now here. So I'm kind of like not in the know. But I believe Tango is streaming. He might have more of an idea. And I know Ren's streaming, but he's on Funcraft. So maybe go pester Tango in his chat. go moan at Tango about it. Jeez. We got Leah for 30 months, 43. Leah, we need you in chat. There's people being mean. One person, probably. Leah, thank you ever so much for your continued support. I appreciate it. Admiral Thunder Bunny, thank you again for the donation. And Gun301 is here for 19 months, saying 2019 has been a great year for you, X. I can't see what you make of 2020. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I've been feeling this really weird kind of like 2020. I know it's just a number, but it just makes me feel like this is the time to do something. I know that in 2020... we're going to do some cool Minecraft stuff. I've got plans to do cool Minecraft stuff. I've got inspiration that's the brewing. You know, hey, these trees look great. This is the first time we kind of like stepped back and really felt them. I feel like we now need a big tall one that kind of leans in. So we're going to do that one next. Yeah, so I know what I'm going to do Minecraft-wise. I've also been feeling like maybe I want to like get some of these other ideas I've always had going. I don't want to say too much. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. Something about that number, 2020, right? Feels like it's going to be something. So going back to the whole Christmassy thing, I think I need to like kind of get my point here wrapped up a little bit. Just realise it's a great time of year to be with family, to have time off, and count your blessings. You know, good food and time to relax. But just if you find yourself getting agitated, just see if it relates to what I was saying. That whole expectations and disappointment thing. I don't know. That was such a game changer for me, and now I just find it so much easier to get like past my own ideas of, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then it doesn't go to plan. Like, yeah, it helped me so much. He's back. He's back. Come on, Nigel. Come on, Nigel. Where I can't even see Nigel in chat. Did Leah get it? Nigel, post in chat again so we can get rid of it. Crazy Crab says I don't really have any expectations, so it should be fine. That's cool. That's cool, dude. Yeah, like what I'm saying probably won't, you know, work for everyone, but hey, it was just something I wanted to kind of share. Just to, you know, you are human, and it can be easy to get wound up or upset, you know, and agitated when you're around people a lot. But hey, maybe not everyone's like that. I know I'm a little bit like that, so I need to pay attention to it. Anyway, peeps, I can't see it in chat. I think maybe Leah's on top of it. Did I mention it says if you keep acknowledging him, he'll come back? Yeah, and I'll keep banning him. Gamer Chick is here with a donation saying 2020 just means another lap around the sun in a different point in space. The journey is short, so it's never too late to start new things. Great message. Best wishes for you and your family. Gamer Chick, thank you ever so much for the donation. You know I appreciate you. And yeah, another lap around the sun. I mean, it isn't. It is just like another day. It's weird, isn't it? Like, I actually think I've said this in the past, that we have like milestones, things that we celebrate. Like, I never enjoy celebrating New Year's Eve. To me, it's just like, just another day on the calendar. Yet, for some reason, I'm finding myself all caught up in this idea of 2020 all of a sudden. I don't know why. I do know why, actually. I was listening to a podcast the other day that had me like feeling real good about the future. And we'll talk about that. Of course we will. Of course we'll talk about that. Gamer Chick, thank you again. Benedict Rich is here with a donation as well, saying Merry Christmas X. Do you prefer tiny marshmallows or whipped cream in your hot chocolate? Or do you dare put sugar in your cocoa? I gotta say, I don't add no sugar. No need for that. I don't add sugar to anything. In fact, I like foods with less sugar in, to be fair. I'm more of a savoury type person. I think I'd go with one big fluffy marshmallow. Dip it in, yank it out, have a chew. Whipped cream, not my thing. Tiny marshmallows, they got too much of the shell. You know, the outside of the marshmallow is, I don't know, not as nice as the inside. So you need that big marshmallow to get all that chewy stuff inside. That's how I feel about that. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. What's the podcast called? X says Dat Randy. Dat Randy. He's back. Apparently he's back, but I think he's already banned because I can't see it on my screen. You know, if you're that motivated to just put an intolerable message in chat, I almost want to, in a way, I almost want to hear more from you, right? But in the context of a chat, like a Twitch chat, all you're probably going to get is more spammy hate messages, right? But like a face-to-face conversation, you know, what's going on in your head? Why are you spending all this time hating on people? Betty Baghdadi says it's frustrating and sad that people spend their time on the internet trolling rather than devoting their life to a subject and becoming an expert at it so they can use that skill to improve the world we live in. Yeah, and it's not sad in a, for me it's not sad in like a you're sad kind of way. It's sad in a like a, come on dude, you're probably suffering. Like I think when you're you know, spewing hate towards people, it always makes me feel like you're suffering somewhere, right? Like, I reckon you've got your own reasons, you know? And that's fine, man. But, Leah, thank you. Leah Leia's got us covered here. And Leah also asks if all of you just, when he comes back, let Leah deal with it, because the spam means it shoots up the screen. Of course, I appreciate your spam, but if we just let Leah take care of it. And thank you, Leah. Appreciate it. We got Blue Bottle 77 for 39 months in a row over here. 39 months. Incredible. Thank you, Blue Bottle. I appreciate it. Betty Baghdadi says it's sad in a wasted human potential kind of way. Yeah, totally. Look, what I was kind of getting at when you used the word sad, not implying that you meant it this way, but one of the things I often see is like the kind of like belittling of someone who's a troll or someone who does something mean and nasty. Like maybe some people do mean and nasty things over and over again and maybe deserve a bit of belittling, but I think a lot of the time it just stems from some sort of negativity being shifted from one place to another, and it makes me often think that those people are probably suffering with something in some way or another. Satanistic Angel says, I guess he has a reason why he's spamming hate speech. He or she, or anything in between. But there are other ways to tell people your opinion. There is. And I'd always be up to listening for a proper articulated opinion, you know? I believe we can learn from one another, even if you don't agree. There's things to be learned. Right, where are we going up here? We're going around this way. So this podcast that I was listening to was Joe Rogan with the young Frenchman who is trying to clean up the giant Pacific Ocean garbage patch. Right, that is a thing that we have on this planet. It is twice the size of Texas. It is where waste, mostly plastic, accumulates in the ocean. This is how we treat our planets collectively, peeps. Now, I used to be one of these people, and this was during the time that I was streaming, talking about my opinions, you know, because we're always going through change, right? It's good to keep your mind open and change your opinions and stuff. I used to be very much of the opinion that we need to stop living this way and go back to the olden ways and, you know, change our behavior globally. But let's face it, okay? There's been decades of people trying to spread ideas that we need to change our behavior to stop this stuff. It don't seem to work. The one thing that seems to be able to solve problems as well as create and cause them is technology. And my mind is pretty like made up at this point to some extent that we're like just racing forward, right? We're just going in a direction. And the idea of putting on the brakes and turning around and reeling us back in doesn't really seem feasible, as much as I would maybe like to do things that way. To me, it's like we got to steer ourselves so we don't shoot off the cliff, and technology is the solution to those problems. So this kid is trying to clean up all the plastic in the ocean, and I love that. That's like going out there and doing something and making a difference, and I feel like I want to find what my difference is, you know. I don't know where to put my energy and effort, and I think I could do something simple like go outside and pick up litter and tidy things up, but I also like have power and influence here to do something on a bigger scale. I just don't know precisely what. This looks great, by the way. I'm going to go around and punch out some of these, let's get rid of mostly the, actually I'm going to get rid of a fair few of both of them. I knew I wanted to do this, so we'll do it now. Right, so yeah, like I'm getting more and more on the fence with time that we need to use technology to solve the problems. We need to just accept that we are like racing in that direction. Now, I listened to, again, another fantastic podcast. This one that I listened to wasn't with Joe Rogan, it was with Tim Carroll, and he had a guest on, and this guy was talking about the Industrial Revolution and how in that period, in the Industrial Revolution, the activity we were doing was desperately harming the planet, and it had a big and negative impact on it. And he was saying, like, people have kind of forgotten about all the terrible chemicals and pollution. Lead poisoning is a good example. things that we used to do around the time of the Industrial Revolution, post-Industrial Revolution, that took a toll on the planet, we're actually sort of scaling back and getting smarter and more efficient with what we do. Problem is, our numbers are also growing, so we're still having a huge impact on the planet. But the idea of going back to the olden ways and, like, you know, everyone having localized organic produce is actually, like, detrimental to the planet, because unfortunately, as cruel as animal farming is, and you know my opinions and thoughts on that stuff, I don't like it, but it's in a way efficient in comparison. So there's this big issue about, hey, we're consuming meat and all the animals that we're consuming are producing loads of methane gas, right? So imagine that we got rid of the factory farming, kept eating the same amount of meat, and went back to the old ways of doing it, where animals had more time on the planet and they had better conditions outdoors, and they had much more land to move around on. That would take up so much land and resources that the impact on the planet would just be catastrophic. So, like, it's one of those things with numbers, right? Like, as technology progresses, we get smarter and more efficient and less impactful on the planet, but at the same time, there's more and more people, so it's growing. So this idea of going back to how things work, or used to be, doesn't work with the population that we have today. It's just not compatible. So I think we have to sort of accept that, hey, we got this many people on this planet, and we're just going to have to, like, figure this one out. And the idea of, like, having ideas spreads that go around people, and, you know, people decide, hey, we're going to go back to the old way of doing it. If everyone did that, it could be literally catastrophic to switch back and revert to the ways we did things in the past. And for those reasons, I'm so now swayed into this idea that we've just got to fire forward and use technology to try and solve as many of the problems. And we'll probably find that the technology will create problems as well, but it's sort of like, hey, we're locked into this. It's like the movie Speed, right? We're just cruising down the motorway. We can't put the brakes on the car, so we've got to figure out the solutions. You know. Right, we'll turn it back to chat in just a second. We have Blue Bottle 70. Read that one, didn't I? But Blue Bottle, just in case I didn't. Blue Bottle 77, 39 months, incredible. Thank you so much. Joe BB 3 for 2 months, saying Merry Christmas and have a safe Happy New Year as well, X. Cheers, you too, my friend. Mr. Stu is here, resubscribing for 6 months. Gamer Chick with a cheers and bits, saying negative energy has a way of lingering long after the trauma and incident has occurred in one's life. Ridding yourself of this type of energy is a choice. It's as easy as putting on a pair of pants. Gamer Chick, I agree with you. From personal experience, I know that to be so true. But what I will say is, I don't think it is easy. I think for some it might be easy, for some it could be hard. It could probably be many things, right? I wouldn't be so quick to assume that it's easy. But it is a choice. And maybe it gets easier once you figure out that, hey, I can change this, you know? Oh, Horse says, I was wondering who your favourite artist is, but you meant music. Ah, well, the music blog's there for you. J Duff Dog says, X, my thoughts on garbage cleanup are that we should definitely try to clean it up and such, but what makes me upset is many folks will say that in North America and Europe and in general most of the developed parts of the world that the culprit is we shame each other. We shame each other, saying it is in reality Asia, Africa and South America who produce the rubbish. Okay, so that went off the screen as I read it. I know what you're getting at because I know the argument, okay? Global warming comes up, people point fingers at China and whatnot. Look, the world is developing. It is developing in stages. The Western society, America, Europe, we got to go through all of this first, okay? And now that is coming to these other countries like the Asia and the Africas, and they're going to make the same mistakes we did, but blaming each other is a waste of time. Trying to get each other on page with solutions is far better an idea. It ain't their fault for polluting. If we've now figured out, you know, that, oh, this thing we were doing was really bad, but this country over here is doing it as well. They're going through the same steps and learning phases that we did, essentially, right? So to play the blame game is just unproductive. And so we should really look for solutions. And I love this podcast because they were just talking about, you know, how, like, some people might argue that cleaning up the rubbish there is an inefficient use of your energy and you should focus it somewhere else. Like, don't be a naysayer. Don't be one of those people. Like, get out there and do something. The more people doing stuff, man, if like, more people just started doing stuff, it would just start making more of a difference. That's it, right? I mean, even if like you were someone who was doing a lot already and saying, no, it's not efficient to do that, you don't need to say it. Like, it's better to have more people trying to do stuff because we're definitely not all trying to do something, right? If everyone on planet Earth, okay, if we were like this incredibly co-opted, organized species, and all of us on planet Earth were working around the clock to solve problems, then maybe it would be a great thing to have people figure out, you shouldn't be doing that thing over there, we should be doing it there. But we're not. Not everyone every day is putting in that effort, so wherever the effort comes from to make things better, like, that's a great thing. Delarandi says, you're a wise fellow, X. I'd love to see some sort of community event for the environment. Yeah, it's what I'm thinking about. I have such a weird hang-up with charities and stuff, but environment is like one thing that I can get on board with, and maybe you'll see something like that from me in the future. But I need to take the time to figure this stuff out. Like, what do I want to do? And I want to go and research this guy's garbage patch, like, operation, and find out more about it and if I can get involved, because I love it. I just love the concept. It's so great. Just go clean up this horrible mess that we've made of our planet. You know, it's not about blaming anyone, it's just about, you know, fixing it. And I think that's great. I would love a podcast by X's Plank. You're listening to it. You're pretty much listening to it. My sister does a lot for the environment, planting trees, going on climate strike, etc., says Duncow. That's awesome. Yeah, encourage her. That's great. I'm down with that. Alright, we got noises in the air. We got Jessica2901 for 42 months. Jessica, thank you ever so much for your support. We got the Vixen38 for 10 months. Smartin1018 for 43 months. And have a great 2020. You too, my friend. Adam7K is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. And Never Far Off 412 says, hey X, when you get a chance, Google solid state batteries. It's a bit techie, but it's poised to solve a lot of energy problems. Never Far Off 412, thank you ever so much for the cheers and bits, dude. I appreciate it. I learned about solid state batteries rather recently. Did I learn about the solid state batteries, and it's just not. I'm saying it out loud because I want it to pop back into my head what I learned about it, but it's not. Nothing's coming back, and I don't know why. But I learned about that, and obviously I didn't learn it very well because it's already gone. But I appreciate you giving me the heads up. I'm going to research that after the stream. One of the things I will say though, and I was talking about this earlier, like I've talked about it in the past, is that if we invent some like new storage system for power, the problem is we're going to keep increasing the amount of power. One of the things that does grind my gears a bit with technology is that, like, we're always got a thirst for more of it, and it's just going to bring about the next problem, right? Like, once we've got that storage thing figured out, we're probably going to need another one. But hopefully we get to a point where everything we're doing stops hurting the planet as much, and we can develop some more symbionts with it, you know. If we can get that, then hopefully from there we can move forward and things will be good. That's what I'm hoping for. The UK exports the most of their plastic waste to Malaysia. It just ends up in landfill rather than making it their problem. They should just deal with it themselves, says Green Loom Up. Unfortunately, it is an absolutely true reality that recycling, as we know it, is often just exporting and then landfill. And I know that over here we do that. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen recycling go into landfills in our own country. It's like unbelievable recycling is supposed to be and what it actually is. But yeah, and like, you know, we had that point earlier about people blame Asian and whatnot countries, and yet there's probably a lot of that going on. Blaming the countries when you're selling your rubbish over there. Look, playing the blame game just ain't worth it. Looking for solutions is what we got to do. Right, let's go get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many. How's this work again? I think I make 9. No. That'll give me 9. Yeah, so I think I want 9 torches. Is usually how I do it. You grab 9 of those, 8 of these, do that. Do this, and then you don't have any leftover stuff. Excellent. Okay, I do not want you perfectly in line. That is not what I'm looking for here. We'll just keep it kind of diagonal. That's looking alright so far. The UK and America are just bad with these things. It's not you can just pin it on one person, says Mr. Cheese. Yeah, you don't pin it on one person. You can, but maybe it's fair to pin it on organisations. That's one thing I often think about power is, in the world I often look at like power and where it situates and where it gets isolated, like concentrated. Because then if you find where all the power is concentrated, you probably do need some sort of responsibility going on. Right, now that's what I'm going to put for now, because we've got this big old beacon in the way. It's looking pretty gorgeous, isn't it? I feel like maybe we should put a little bit more bone meal in this area, maybe get some leaves down on the grass a little bit. Berda says, I think it's fair to point out the biggest offenders so we can fix the issue. Yeah, pointing them out, good idea, you know. We need to point attention at it, it's not about blame though, right? Looks amazing. X says Doug the Slug. Thank you, Doug. It does look pretty cool, doesn't it? It may be one too many trees over here, like I could have spaced them out more, but you know, when you're playing survival, you can so easily get hung up on little micro changes you could be making, right? That tree should be a little bit higher, this one should go over there. If you're in creative, you know, go ham, it's easier to move stuff around. Durak says, stop pointing fingers and solve the problem. Exactly. Exactly. All I'm saying is that there are so many people saying how we should do specific things. For instance, use paper straws and drive electric cars here in the Western world, saying that is our duty. My personal opinion is that based on stats that I've seen of many things, even at a large scale, don't make much of a fraction of % of a difference in the world's trash state, if you will. I just find that most of the proposed solutions are simply not feasible, yet they are understood to be. That's a really good point in a way. So I guess when we're saying like do something instead of nothing, so what if someone's motivated to do something that turns out to have an infinitesimal impact? Maybe there is a grounds to say maybe like don't do it like that, but I guess, you know, you don't have to be a naysayer to do that, right? You can communicate that in a positive way as well. But yeah, no, that is a good point. There are perhaps, like you said, the whole thing with straws is going to have like an incredibly negligible impact. And it's kind of a good point that probably needs a bit of thought, I think. Because I kind of noticed that. Like I'm a real like trash conscious person. I always look at litter on the streets when I go walking, and I hate it. But you know what? I think I'm going to go litter picking. I think I'm just going to grab some litter pickers. I've got some in the garage, and just walk and pick up litter one day. I just think I want to do that, you know? Just put it all in the trash. I mean, yeah, it's going to go into landfill, but make the place look a little cleaner at least. But no, yeah, there is actually a good point there, right? There is a good point. I'm talking about like, you know, don't put people down who are trying to make a difference. But maybe if you're like, hey, wait a minute, what you're doing is fantastic, but it's not going to be that efficient. Here's why. Maybe you put your energy somewhere else. Just not in that mean-spirited negative way. That's the way I was talking about it, right? It's like people are trying to stop you or whatever. Anyway, this is typical. Here's my opinion. Oh wait a minute, it might be slightly wrong. I think all opinions are like that. They're just opinions. Joke to Win is here for 18 months, 2 Twitch babies, saying unfortunately I haven't been able to catch a lot of streams lately, but I keep on loving your content. Keep it up. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you tuning in today. Hope you're having a good Christmas. We've got Gamer Chick with the cheers and bits, saying what song do you go to when the world isn't playing nice? Mine is Blackberry Smoke, Ain't Much Left of Me. Gamer Chick, what a great question. What a great question. When is the last time that I like just went to a record? Man, because there was a time in my life where I did that a lot. It was like, I need this music now. Those days are far behind me. But oh, there was a something I went to. I was just pissed off about something, and I put on something really aggressive, and it totally did it for me. Just trying to remember what it was. You know, I'll tell you what though. If I am a bit on like the frustrated scale of things, Turnstile has been a band for me that really like gets you back on track, gets you in that headstrong space. Oh, there's so much music, it's so hard to say. I'm trying to think of like some classic songs that, like, so many things are popping in my head now. There's a lot of Alice in Chains that is like really moody to listen to, that kind of like gets you through some stuff. Joel Kip says I'd listen to In the Minds of Evil from Dare Side or De-Christianized from Vital Remains. I know both those bands, man. That's some serious death metal right there. Aggressive songs are great when you're frustrated. They drown out your thoughts, which can be so incredibly helpful, says Flattenender's Hers. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But like a band like Turnstile, for me, not only drowns it out, it turns it around. Gamer Chick, I got the answer for you. Probably, let me hear. It's got to be Henry Rollins. I'd say Disconnect by Henry Rollins. Liar as well. Rollins Band even. Those are some, like, a lot of Rollins' music, like, it's for when you're really feeling something. Tracks like What Do You Do? And then, for when you need to go in that other direction, when you need to shoot up like a rocket, the song Shine. That is the best motivating song I've ever heard in my life. Shine by Rollins Band. That is just like, Henry Rollins is just screaming at you, it is time to shine. You know? No such thing as downtime. No such thing as free time. All you got is lifetime go. Because it's time to shine. I love it. And he's screaming at you like he's gonna kick your ass if you don't. It's great. It's great. Should we work on the line a little bit next? I feel like I'd like to work on the line. Also, probably want to put some trees in this space over here. I feel like maybe just putting a few... Oh god, we actually got like a fair bit of work to do here. What should I do with this land? I feel like maybe put some gravel through here, and then maybe I can put some like fences and stuff down, make a little bit of a barrier type thing going on here. Let's get some gravel up in this. How do you listen to Rollins Band? Because I can't get it on Spotify, says Sonny the Busk. It's all on YouTube if you want to listen to it there. Listen to Rollins Band Shine if you need someone to kick you in the arse and like get you on track. In fact, that's what most of Rollins' music is, just giving you a beating and telling you that life is real. The Real Drake 66 is here. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, dude. We also got Forgotten Trixie and Markuzar for 3 months. Subscribe with the Prime. We also got Cricket to Chirp with the cheers and bits. Thank you ever so much, dude. I appreciate the cheers and bits. I hope you're enjoying the stream. My go-to song style when I'm pissed or annoyed is Whatever It Takes. Something just like this and stuff like that. I have a guilty pleasure with I'm an albatross, but I don't think my parents love it. I feel like that was a very meta joke. Adam says, Had a quick listen. Yeah, now I want to punch some trees. Time to play Minecraft again. Haha. Have you decided to strip the logs in the bee farm? Says MJ. Yeah, we did that and it's in my episode, I believe. Mr. Cheese says, honestly, I just have a playlist full of random music that I like. That's cool. I wish I'd have kept more playlists over the years of like go-to songs and maybe like tag them through moods. I got a huge music archive, and one of the things that I haven't done with it is like tag it all up with moods and whatnot. I really would love to have more like metadata on music and really kind of like just get at it from different angles. So yeah, I'm not going to overthink what we're doing over here, because we need to just kind of like make progress and make this area feel more done and full. So, ooh, I'm going to use some of those for something. We shall grab some of those. Oh my goodness me, look at this inventory. Inventory is messy. Okay, so we're going to grow some of that stuff. And then I need some fence posts, which are still in here. Yeah, there they are. Bam! Right, we'll take Sparosh and a jungle. And a jungle Judy. Define oodles. Oodles. What's the definition of oodles? 4 stacks? No. Can't be that specific. I can't think of another expression for lots of items. Gamey Chick says, wow, I'm really loving Shine. At Asuma, it's time. Yeah, it's a total motivator, that song. Total motivator. I mean, yeah, that gets me in a real good headspace, that song. If you think you've got 100 years to mess around, you're wrong. Love it. Okay, there we go, gravel. Yeah, I love music that's like aggressive and gets your heart pumping in. I was listening to a bit of Lamb of God earlier. They got some real like thumping songs that get you hyped. Is this going to look weird? Like a little too high fencing thing here. I could put some lanterns on it, that's for sure. We'll develop it a little bit more and then we'll see how we feel. Because this is going to have stuff behind it, like all of that, right? And then a tree over here as well. We'll put in a tree. A wild old tree. Can't grow to be a big one. Ah. We should actually probably try and put quite a few big ones in. Anyway, I feel like we can do something like that, something with that for now. Let's make the next one over here a big one. I'm going to experiment. That's the wrong type of sapling. I'm not sure if that really did it or not. I'm going to chop it down. I did this totally wrong. We need some torches is what we need. We got Jesse Cass subscribing with Amazon Prime. Jesse Cass, thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time. Chivali says, all Imagine Dragons songs are great. No, not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. Look the other way. Look the other way. Okay. Not today. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Not today. Torches. Torches. Where are we going? Over here. Over here. Mooney says, ah, yeah, ah. Let's not go there. Right, let's grow this tree. Come on, grow into a big one. I should probably get all of these. Get rid of these first. When is the server going to be updated to 1.15, says Klein? In 2020. Possibly, or not. Leia. Yeah, yes, Leia. That was in a different update of Minecraft. I think that might have changed. I know what you're on about, though. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. So it would be that there. Could also affect it. Yeah, that also seems to do it. Ooh, that's a big one. I like that. Can Season 6 last forever, says Hurricane. Can Season 6finity last forever? Of course it can. It's Season 6finity. That's what it does. That's what it says on the tin. Okay, we need more bone meal, clearly. Here we go. Season 6finity. Who would ever want this season to end, eh? That's kind of alright. Let's go try again. Am I actually doing this right? It's like that block there that needs to be the blocking one. Maybe I just got lucky before. Look both ways before you cross a rail line. Good advice. I don't think this is working either. X, can you recognise me? Giorgio! I recognise you! Hey X, what's your favourite light source? The torch is kind of classic, man. Imagine playing the game without the torch. Jeez. Painful. I would love more light sources in this game. I hope the Nether update brings some. Oh, by the way, peeps, I've been playing this game called Into the Breach. I got a tweet suggesting it. And then where I've had time off yesterday and today, I've had a couple of opportunities to play it. It's by the makers of Faster Than Light. And I'm kind of enjoying it, but at the same time, I'm also feeling like it's progression curve. For those of you that know the game, like, it feels just a bit laggy. Because the campaign is like quite long. You can be playing it for a couple of hours and then you die and you can have to start all over again. But I don't know, for those of you that know that game in chat, how does the gameplay get any more deep than the initial game that you see? Because I've seen the initial game, you start playing it straight away, and then I spend a lot of time like sussing out all the details of, oh, this attack does that, and oh, watch out for this because it will push that unit this way, and then you kind of reach this point where you're trying to like grind your way through all these levels, but you're not really seeing much more go on. Like, you can unlock other attacks and stuff, but that seems to be it. Do you ever get to use more than 3 mech units as well? Because it's starting to look like its progression is pretty flat, which I'm not sure I like or not. Gets way deeper, says I'm Kaji. Can you give me a hint as to which way it gets deeper? Like, I just, you know, I with me in games, like, there'll be a point where I'm like, right, I'm done, and I feel like I might be close to it, but I kind of like also not sure if I'm missing out on anything, and I don't want to get stuck grinding away for something that isn't there. People are talking about dock logging in. No, that's green. I feel like I might be talking to one person in chat right now. Just one person. Hey, I love your new beehive design, but there is a flaw, says Gits my dad. If you mean the building on Hermitcraft, then I mean, it's just a building. I don't know what the flaw is, though. And if you mean in that video that I haven't actually released yet, that's coming out tomorrow, I believe, then how do you know about that video where I've got a bee farm in tomorrow? Actually, speaking of that, tomorrow there'll be a bee farm video to some extent. You'll see. You'll see. Just like roguelikes, you'll find more combos you didn't expect. Keep playing. Yeah, I'm Kaji. Is it just more like, I don't know, the same thing over and over again, playing in that little, you know, what was it, like a 9x9 grid? I mean, it's kind of been fun to see new creatures, but what's really annoying about it is that when new creatures come along and they trip you up because you don't expect them to behave in a particular way or not, you have to go, like, if you get really messed up, you have to just start all over again, and it's like, oh man. But anyway, I did have like a really good playthrough on it where just everything kind of went my way. It was awesome. Oh, that'll do right there. And I managed to get to the third island. But on the third island, I encountered this mob that totally tripped me up, and it just did something I didn't know it could do, and then it ruined me, and I was just like, well, there you go, it's over. And that's what I can't stand. That just kind of like, I'm ignorant, don't know what I'm doing, and I've got tripped up because these new mobs are here, and you got to go all the way through and learn them again. That's a roguelike for you. True. But, you know, with Faster Than Light, the playthrough is relatively quick, right? So with this game, it's not. So it just for me, it's just not rewarding enough. But I did bust out Concrete Jungles, if anyone remembers that game, and I was playing that with my family, and some of them are quite interested in it, which was nice. Because I'm not into playing like cards and quizzes. Oh, quizzes don't do anything for me. I'm not a quiz person. So I find a lot of that more traditional stuff, like it just doesn't do anything in my head. It's just not for me. When will you finish your last skyscraper, says Wartel. I don't think I will. I mean, I might give another little shot at coming up with something, but I just got a feeling that I've kind of exhausted that project, and I should probably just go over there and find a way to, like, finish that off, you know? Lael, thank you for tuning in today, and have a great rest of your day. Now, I'm looking at my noises in the ear. I'm going to read... have I read these all out? Okay, I think I might have missed a couple here. Derok Tur, Jess Cass, and Forgotten Intrix. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much. And Jay Bullister has subscribed with Amazon Prime. I know I ain't missed that one because it just came through. Thank you ever so much, dude. Bone Mill is the name of the game. Look at this. Why am I taking so little with me? Well, my inventory is a complete mess. Give me that one at least. Jeez. Peeps. How many views? 1,100 people have tuned in today. Thank you ever so much, everyone. I appreciate your support. Be sure to hit the follow button over here. Because, you know, I'm never going to stream again. Yeah, hit the follow button because it's completely useless in the year of 2019, of course. You know, I'm never going to stream again this year. Okay, that joke was old before it even got started right there. People were like, shut up, X. I know, I see where you're going with it. It's not funny. Please don't do that. Okay, so another big tree, some trees in this area, fences at the front. We'll do something very similar on this side. Okay, so how do you feel about that, peeps? I feel like maybe we should put some fence gates in the middle. I think it will work. It won't be like the most majestical thing you've ever seen, but why would it be? Not every build has to be ace. I think the other buildings in this area take most of the work, you know? Maybe a few normal trees, says Moisty Fires. Yeah, maybe just a couple over the back there, right? Yeah, because they're kind of a bit. The tall ones are a bit on their lonesome in places. So one here, maybe one just somewhere there. Are you blocking it from growing? I think it'd be smart if Mojang were to like address how trees grow a little bit. Maybe just refine it, because it does feel a little bit quirky. Having to, you know, remove these blocks around it and whatnot. Oh, I'm out of bone meal. Looks epic, says Atomic Super Beam. I'm glad you think so. Epic is good. We got .nc subscribing for 7 months in a row. .nc. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Mumbo Jumbo has left the game. Oh, I was going to put some dark oak saplings in this area too. Just to kind of spruce it up with... Literally without using spruce leaves or spruce trees, you know. And we should probably put them closer to where people are going to see them. It's often a good practice. Right, that'll do. A couple of torches or maybe lanterns. Let's put a torch either side here. Then we're going to put some fence gates across there. It's going to be good. Good in the hood. And then we're going to have to make some more. We're going to need some serious inventory cleanup. Kind of feels to me like maybe you should have 1 or 2 more of those. Let's have a look. Yeah, do that. That'll work. That'll work for me. Alright, now we need some serious inventory tidy up going on. Hang lanterns from trees, says Pixel Creeper. Why don't we give that a try? That sounds like a really cool idea. Just sounds like it makes sense, you know. So, is 9 the amount? Oh, I can't remember. I think it's 8. Yeah, 8 for 9. 8 for 9. That's what you got to remember with those. 8 ingots for 9 torches. It's a little ratio for you. We've got an Enderman in the area, chilling, hanging, picking up blocks, moving them about. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of awesome. Just maybe one all the way up there as well. That's awesome, because then it's like multi-layered light. That's going to look well cool at night. What a great suggestion. We're only going to put them on the big trees as well. You know. All the other trees, they suck. No, okay. Silly joke. So we've got that tree over there that's missing them. Yeah, let's make some more of those. X, he was summoned to do an inventory cleanup. Who, me? Oh, wait, the Enderman? Oh, I hear the Enderman getting close. What I need is probably that one there now. Oh, jeez, don't look at me. Or better yet, don't walk in my path so I'm looking at you. Don't do that now. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Sort it out. We need 8 of those and we need more torches. That means I need another box. Oh, chess monsters. Chess monsters again. There we go. Now we've got torches. And now we got 9 of those. Kablamo. So how do you like this character model? Your skin is very good, man. How does a real father to son moment sound? What? Let's put 1 over here. 1 over there. And maybe actually just go with 2 on that one. Cool. I can't wait for nighttime to roll around now. I really want to see how that looks. That's something we don't say very often. Waiting for night. You know, usually the night time's a bother. Ah, there we go. So I'm going to need more spruce wood. A spruce wood. Right. Yes, please. Thank you very much. No, thanks. That one. Make all of those. Make all of those. Hey, X, are you going to do any more Hardcore Hermits? Says Doug the Slug. Probably not. It is not on our agenda. However, I'm, really glad to see that people like it, because I've seen a lot of requests for it as of late. I guess did we always do it at Christmas, or at least we did one last year at Christmas, I think. It's nice to see that peeps enjoy it. Okay, so we're going to go around the corner here, over there, and kind of round it off in this area a little bit. And we've got noises in the ear coming through. It's Joel Reach gifting subs to XC Cindy and YH Slice. Joel Reach, thank you ever so much for supporting the community, dude. Very kind of you to do that. I appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying it. And Cindy and Slice, if you heard your name being read out loud, throw a love heart in chat to Joel Reach for gifting the subs. Appreciate you, dude. You should add a couple of layers to Doc's Prison, says Scud Warrior. I don't know what Doc's Prison is, but we're going to be working on this project, We should go and update Demise, though, because Mumbo has demised. Demise? We should go update the store. The store? The betting shop. Goodness me, I can't get it right. I just can't get it right. So, another little thing over here at Concorp, kind of tidied up a bit. I like it. And I don't know what's going to happen next for that. But how about a quick trip over to the graveyard, peeps? Does that sound dandy? Does it sound dandy? That's the word you wanted to hear. That's exactly what you wanted to hear, dandy. We're bringing it back, peeps. It's going to come back into fashion, I'll tell you. Everyone's going to be saying dandy before you know it. Start saying it now. You'll be the cool kid on the block. Okay. Where'd the cocoa beans come from? They didn't come from dyes. Oh yeah, we went and got them manually. Hey X, last stream I caught you had the music from Diablo on, and you're a Diablo fan. Will you play 4? And which was your favourite part so far? So I like Diablo 1, but I didn't play a lot of it because I started with Diablo 2, I believe. Tuxaban says Beano. Why did you say Beano? I feel like I had the Beano comic in my head a second ago. This is the way. Oh, jeez! Almost died again. Oh, goodness me. I'm actually flying. Weird. Why aren't I able to eat? That's strange. There we go. Where were we? Oh, yeah, Diablo. So Diablo 2, loved it, but not only did I love it, that soundtrack, I've been listening to it for years. I absolutely adore it, it's fantastic. Now, as for number 3, I got number 3, I had a lot of trouble trying to play it. Like, it wouldn't let me play it because of online connection, and that really infuriated me. And then I never really gave it a proper chance. I did play it a bit, but just didn't get into it because I kept having issues being able to play it. Do you think that they'll do Demise again next year? And if so, what rules would you change? Says Mr. I Love the Ants. Yeah, maybe we could do it again. Maybe do like a Demise Challenge Edition where everyone creates challenges and see who can survive them. That'd be kind of cool. Right, are you ready, peeps? It's time for that moment. Mumbo Jumbo, you are demised. Wait, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. There we go. That is a lot of diamonds right there. That is a lot of mint, my friends. A lot of mint. Woo! Alright. That is a bonk. That's a stack of diamonds. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my fee for running this shop. Let's get out of here. Quick! Before anyone catches us with the diamonds. Where am I going? I'm looking for a crafting bench. Is there a crafting bench in here? Surely this room would have a crafting bench in. Jeez. No, I didn't see a crafting bench. Let's go up here. Surely surely the man with the protein shake will have a crafting bench. Surely, don't call me Shirley. I mean, Scar's down here lifting all this iron. He ain't got a crafting bench. Got to get the basics right first, Scar. Goodness me. Goodness me. Oh, I might just have to wander back over to Concorp and forget why I was looking for a crafting bench. You know, I've got a strange case of amnesia at the moment. Amnesia? Is that the right one? Or is that where you like forget your identity? Right, you built this crazy thing, Scar. Is there a crafting bench in it? Okay, there's no crafting bench. These are basics. Come on now. You can build this, but you can't put down a crafting bench. That is a Minecraft fail. Oh, what is up with the squids, man? What does Scar do in his spare time? Just always in an ocean, killing? Killing and chilling, just like a villain? There we go. You don't have one in your place either, says Jeff's K. I've got one in my ender chest, okay? I just don't have my ender chest on me. Cheeky devil. That is 2B1. A stack of diamond blocks. Can you believe it, peeps? Should I put some more bets on Scout or Doc? I think I'm just going to leave it. You know, other people clearly invest. Then again, to be fair, Jevin's put in a heck of a lot, but it's a bit of a no. Is it a bit of a no-brainer to up the amount? Feels like it's a bit of a no-brainer to put more in. Did I leave an ender chest in this room? No. Okay, people in chat are saying Doc is dead, but also that Doc will die when he logs in. Well, he's not dead if he hasn't logged in. Who's to say someone else hasn't gone and interfered with the process, right? You know? There's lots of people on this server. You know, someone might have gone around and removed a certain something or other. You never know. You have to wait and see with these things. You can't just assume it's a foregone conclusion. Where am I going? Ender chest? What am I doing? What's going on? Oh. Oh, I don't even have my diamonds in there. Oh. Oh. And as someone else has pointed out in chat, what's to stop someone else from dying before Doc logs in? It's not a foregone conclusion. It's not a foregone conclusion. Derp? What are you talking about, derp? What derp? I would have derped by betting away more of my diamonds, okay? My hard-earned diamonds. Right, let's go this way. Sam Sky Magpie says, what are you doing, man? Lost the plot? I don't know. By the way, like, I am fully expecting to have had a derpy stream today because I should, in theory, be tired. I woke up at 4:30 because I heard a voice and it went, "You are dreaming." And I thought, no, I'm now awake. It was my phone. My phone has this lucid dreaming thing on and I can't turn it off. And whenever I need to use the adaptive alarm, it has this, "You are dreaming." And it's like, now you've woken me up. So I woke up at 4:30, couldn't get back to sleep, went for a long walk. I have done 25,000 steps today. So I've had a very busy and active day going back and forth, cycling, walking. Apparently Doc has tweeted out that he's tested his chances of survival and knows how to get out. Wow. Brian built a lava pool with obsidian around it when Doc logged out. You should add a TNT trap around it. But what if I bet diamonds on Doc and then go and destroy that trap? There is there is no harm. Okay, it is not against the rules for me to poke at a trap, is it not? There is nothing in the rules that says you can't disable a trap when you're a demised player. So I could bet on Doc winning and go disable that trap. Like, why not? So many twists and turns. Let nature take its course, X, says Sam Sky Magpie. I'm part of nature. I'm a Yeti. Jeez, you can't get more natural than that. You'll get a bigger portion of the diamonds if Iskall wins, though, says Berta. Not if I put more of a bet on Doc. That's the point, right? Muppet Gamer is here, resubscribing for 2 months, saying, I don't go on Twitch often, but I watch every video. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Glad you're watching the videos. Yeah, the videos and the live streaming, 2 different things, right? 2 different things. I feel like working on the line a little bit now. We need to come up with... I think we need to break away a little bit here. I want to keep this going for as long as I can, though. I like that. So let's... This is going to be nice and simple, okay? We've got our end rods. Right, we've got those. That's good. Let's chuck away that for a second. That's very good. Do I have that block? I do. Birchwood in here. Cool. Right, we've got these things, and that's all we need. Just a few blocks. So let's see how we can play this. You know, obviously the next one's going to be around here. I think I'm going to keep the blocks in the middle going along with it. Those blocks might change, but if we're going to change them, we'll do that later. For now, we'll keep it gravel where we need it. So, an extra block there. Do we have a Doc M live in chat? Because, yeah, peeps are clearly saying hello to Doc. So, Doc, I was just saying that, you know, I might, you know, just place a bets on a certain 77. I won't say which 77. And, you know, go and disable a certain trap that Brian made. Brian, it sounds, you know. How does that sound? Right, let's do that. Bam. And then bring these over. Hopefully it'll be a gap of like 6 or 8. Kind of looks like it's not. And I might therefore shift all of this over by 1 block. Probably shift it this way. Let's go move this. And wait a minute, what did we do before? Was it? Oh wait, look at that. It was 6, and then it was like redonkulous amount. So let's just keep it 6 again. Let's go actually back this way. So we're going to go to that spot. Can I do that? I can, and then I can put that there. And then we're going to turn the corner. I don't know how the next bit's going to work, really. So, what I could do... the problem is, whatever I do here, it's going to look disconnected, I think. Right, like, if I do that, that's disconnected. If I try and, like, do that, it's just going to become too bulky. If I throw these things up in here, it's going to look messy. Maybe we should just end it there. What do you think, peeps? Just end it? I just said I wanted to keep it. End rods and iron bars. Iron bars would be a pretty good solution. It would just be a total change, right? I think maybe the track itself needs to pick up a different vibe around this area. That's what I reckon. We'll keep this high, and then we'll put a load of trapdoors alongside it, and then we'll try and change it into a different material. I think we're just going to have to ditch the theme somewhat, you know? We got a noise in the ear from City Monsterette for 2 months saying hello stream. Hey dude, how's it going? Thank you so much for your support. The only thing that can kill a dock is the thing he creates himself, says AC Koala. Send the power line to a nearby building. Yeah, it does just kind of end, doesn't it? I don't think there's anything here that makes sense unless we made like a power. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe we'd just like shoot it over this way a little bit and build a little power station thing, right? Just a little building there. We'll save that idea. That might be kind of cool. Yeah. I'm also now thinking though that this should be. No, we keep it at this height. Okay. Do we want to double this up though? I feel like that works. That's the other thing though. Look at that. It's so tricky to place. Whoopsie. So we'll do that. Right, what do we need next? We need some of this wood over here. Oh, that didn't work. But that's fine. That's probably not enough. Never make enough. 8. It's going to do nothing. It's going to do nothing. Going to need some more in a second. Maybe stonecutters' grindstones could look like pulleys for the hill section. That is a cool suggestion. Very cool. I like it. So we need like one more. That's not so bad, is it? It's not the derpiest thing ever. Okay, in they go, out they go. Grindstones then. Let's check it out. Grindstones. I like it. I like it. Build up the corner just like you did earlier, says Mr. Monkeys. Like we did earlier? I don't know what we did earlier building up the corner. Remember, it's going to go up this bit, so we could have it every other block like that. Probably look kind of cool. Yeah, so we're going to change this to a different material around here. Question is, what material should we go with? Extra mouse needs service. It's squeaky. Really? You can hear the mouse squeaking? Wait, is that a joke about mouse? Oh, whatever. So what material should we shift over to for the final part? Let's just go have a look at some of the other materials being used in the area. I can't help but feel that wood, especially if we've got like little pulleys, like wood's kind of like piratey, isn't it? If you see what False has done over there, I could definitely see us using some oak fences to prop things up. So maybe we go with spruce wood. It's also got the nice spruce trapdoor that we can use alongside, and spruce logs. Yeah, I'm feeling sprucey, peeps. Look at this. These tracks over here were made on wood, so it totally works, if you ask me. Lowex, says Gamer Chick. Did I just say something weird? What's the low in at? Doc is here. He said he's been practicing. I assume that means he's built it in a test world and he's trying to get out. And I think he's actually got it. That's cool. I like the sound of the mouse, says Mr. BG Monster Fan. Maybe it's my chair that was squeaking. I don't know. Use red nether brick. Nah, no, that won't fit in here. I'm going to go with spruce. I feel like spruce the one right there. Okay, so we got lots of the spruce wood. Might use some strip logs. And might use some other stuff. Who knows? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be trapdoors. Got those in supply. Also got a few more there. We reckoned we were going to use oak, and I'm out of oak fences and oak wood. So let's get some sticks. Sticky business. So we have those to hand. Okay, and then yeah, just some spruce wood. Spruce wood. Spadosh, wood for life, says Aloni V. Indeed. I just checked your Mango stream. Doc realised he was trapped, but he hasn't died yet, so someone could actually save him, says Dezo. Yeah, I mean, someone could cut a deal with the doctor, right? And get him out of there. I mean, Doc's been making deals all season. You know what would be nice? Chunks. So, here on the server... Okay, here's something interesting for you. Here on the server, right, if Corrales is online and Grian logs in, chunks in the world do not load for him. And it's not where Grian is in the world, it's just if Grian logs in. Now, I was talking about this with B-Dubs, because it is, you know, Corrales, myself, and B-Dubs' idea, having a chat about some of the issues connecting to the server. And B-Dubs was saying that back in the days on Minecraft, they actually had some well figured out, like, if you log in, this person can't play issue. He didn't go into the specifics, but that's kind of the gist of what he was getting at. And he was talking about like network tunneling and saying there was issues with connectivity in Minecraft. Now it made me think, I've definitely played in some weird circumstances over the years where, and other people have as well, talking about, oh, whenever I log on at this time of day, you know, it's really bad on the server and that kind of stuff. I do wonder, you know, there can be stuff, right? You can't just expect everything to work perfect. Surely there can be a scenario in which something like that could potentially exist. Can Corrales use a VPN to get around that, says Elysium. He said he tried and it didn't work. Now, the thing with VPN is there's loads of servers you can connect to, so I don't know what he connected to, but for me, I just changed the one that I connect to like New York recently, and then it just solved all my problems. But I don't know if he can do that. I've got this weird feeling that making this feel like a side of like a wooden mountain area here might look kind of alright. I need a shovel. Give me a shovel, please. It might look alright. It might look alright. Let's grab a shovel. I thought I saw something moving over there. Okay, let's get rid of that. So yeah, what if I put like one or two of those in maybe as well with it? To give it some detail, you know, so it's just not the same material over again. Also a trapdoor here and there. Now when we get up to this bit here though, it needs to show itself a bit more. Oh goodness man, I need like an extra hotbar slot. So if we just rip out that, it looks like there's going to be plenty of space for it to do so. So let's do it a block at a time. This will make more sense that way. Okay, that needs to be stripped, and then it's like up here. So we'll rip out all of that. Okay, and maybe one here. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Kind of, sort of something, isn't it? It's something, alright. This yellow will have to go, obviously. But for now, that might be what we go with, these materials, right? Is demise over, says Elise. Elise! Cool name. For me it is. Because I'm taking a break in January, and like, this is my last playtime for now, doing a stream with all of y'all, and I'm the Yeti. I'm taking a break from the whole demise thing. When I get back to things as normal on here, I don't know what the fate of demise will be, really. Yeah, okay, so we've got a bit of like bulky structure there for that. That's kind of cool. We are going to need some railings on the side. We'll take things one step at a time, because I'm liking where this is going. And what we'll do is flesh this out. Now, oh no, I've got to do it now. I was about to say, like, this here doesn't technically need to be full blocks. And then I was like, nah, I'll place full blocks. And then I'm like, no, wait, you've already got half slabs. Save materials. Conserve. Conserve your resources. You'll get more builds done if you conserve a little bit. You might also spend a lot of time faffing around like I do. So, you give and take a little bit, right? Okay, so might even be cool to switch it over to stairs, but maybe not. Let's leave it like that. And then we've got our oak. So I'm probably going to put them in little groups of 2. That looks okay. And then it will get serious. It will get serious business over here, peeps, when we go around this corner. You ain't going to know what's hit you. Let's do that. We got a noise in the ear from Dezo. Subscribing and also subscribing is Shaving Ryan's Privates. Jeez. Oh, brilliant. Gamer Chick says, oh, I'm very happy to hear you are taking a break. Music to my ears. You know, it's weird because my break is... I don't feel like I need it in a desperate way or anything. Like, it's not like, oh, I need a break. It's not like that. I think I do need a break at one point or another. I've been doing this solid for 8 years. So, I've just decided in January, take a break. If I get like I really want to do it and I've got inspiration to make a video, then I might. If there's snapshots, I'll definitely be covering those. But otherwise, take January off. And it ain't really about like needing the break. It ain't like, oh, you know, I'm exhausted or anything like that. I've just decided that with the copper thing happening, I kind of want to sit back and see what happens in January. So let's make it a proper break. Because, you know, YouTubers need those. Okay, what was I saying about conserving resources a moment ago? Because I do not think I'm doing that. Right, so in this area we're going to try and get something like this going. You know, and I've got no idea how it's all going to connect, but we're sort of putting these blocks down here as a bit more of a marker. So we'll have a gap in the corner. And then here we'll have a 3 coming down. Anyway, I'm not building it all today. Rome wasn't built in one day. These are just some ideas we're placing down. What are your thoughts on copper anyway, says Grader. You know, I've talked about it a fair bit. At this point, I'm just kind of like... you know, it's so close now to going into effect. Let's see what happens. I got a feeling nothing. Like, I don't think, you know, probably within the first 30 days, are they going to, like, build up any lawsuits and take people to court or anything? Like, it just feels like one of those things that it's going to come and then, like, everyone's going to sit around twiddling their thumbs, and then maybe later on in the year you'll start to hear some stories. That's how I imagine it will play out. Pony Butts is here, saying, wait, that's not what I wanted. What? Copper is the year Y2K, says Rezo. Oh, like everyone thinks is going to blow up. And then, nope. Yeah, anyway, we did good this stream. I mean, it's slow progress. You can see how grindy this game is sometimes. I really wish they would work on ways to speed up the grindiness of it. Because it's really about creating. You know, there is creative mode. But I just feel like there's something so rewarding about doing stuff in survival. It'd just be cool if you could get more done. Speedy Survival. They should add a new game mode called Speedy Survival. You know? You punch a tree, you get 1,000,000 locks. Completely ridiculous. Might as well do that. Let's get some more going. Right, how many does that make me? No, not spruce, those ones. There we go. Lots of oak. Use the timber data pack. What is that? Oh, there's a data pack for it. Right, what is this timber data pack? Please do tell me. Lend Avoy says that's the role of mods, to provide a level optimization. Yeah, the problem with that though is that mods don't create a level playing field for the viewers. So when you do like vanilla Minecraft that's like a bit modded or whatever, you gotta pick and choose your battles a little bit, because it needs to be kind of like relatable to the audience that are watching, because they expect, you know, vanilla Minecraft, right? It's certainly come a long way. There's stuff we do on here that just wouldn't have been acceptable some time ago, but fortunately now it is. And I like that Hermitcraft does some of that and pushes the boundary a little bit. Okay, so that's found sound. None of these are the words that make any sense. That's, I don't know what I was trying to say, but that's created like some sort of foundation. Maybe that's found. Maybe that's why I got all confused with the ground and the pound and the wound. Or whatever. I can't even remember what the words I said were. This is stupid. I'm just... Okay, you remember that story about getting no sleep? And being busy all day? And eating tons of food? Yeah, I'm exhausted. I just don't know it yet. You can use a custom enchantment data pack that makes it so trees chop with only one block break, but that's bordering on vanilla, I guess, is the argument. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. If you're playing in a single-player world and it works for you, that's great. If you're playing on a community with other people and it works for everyone there, it's great. But if you're playing on, you know, a community with 27 people, I believe, and you make videos and you've got a huge audience, yeah, there's kind of a lot of opinions and a lot of thoughts on that. So you have to keep it vanilla, right? That's why it works here on Hermitcraft, because we keep it vanilla. It's the baseline. So we went around changing up all sorts of stuff. You know, different people inside the group would like or dislike it, and yeah, that's the thing with modded, you know. But anyway, you know, playing in your own world and you want to make those tweaks and changes, I say go right ahead. I say power to you. Power to the people with their mod packs. Jeez. Yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Hermitcraft motto, keep it vanilla, says Leggy. Yeah, but sort of not, because like even on here we've managed to, you know, pull off a few things here and there that are not quite as vanilla as you'd think, you know, like the more mob head stuff. But that one's so fantastic because there are already mob heads in the game, and when, like, the thing about the mob head is it doesn't do anything really. It's purely aesthetic by nature. It's not like we added the phantom head and then the equivalent of the phantom wither, right? You know, you put down some blocks with some phantom heads on and it spawns a boss mob. That ain't a thing. You know, so when you see it, it's something that explains itself. It's like, oh, yeah, the game only has zombies, skeletons, wither skeletons and creepers, but you've got more of them in, and you just fundamentally know it's an aesthetic thing. And so it really works as a bonus feature. It really does work. And it's sort of self-explanatory. The multiplayer sleeping thing, another one. It's like, you know, you see someone sees the message in chat and they're like, that's not in vanilla, but I immediately want that. You know what I mean? So that's why these things work. I mean, if you think about it, we've got things from vanilla tweaks on here, and one of the philosophies of vanilla tweaks, and the way I like ask the peeps that run it to do it, because they've sort of, you know, taken it over from when I did it, is that it's basically like really close to vanilla, but you're just changing something slightly. So you won't see stuff on there like being able to chop down a tree from the bottom block, because that's really just not close to vanilla at all, right? It's all about things that are very close that you just subtly tweak, and a lot of players, you know, things that a lot of players would encounter and just think, oh, I wish that was slightly different. That's what we aim for with vanilla tweaks, you know, essentially, just to make those things kind of work for people. Right, my friends, this is the end of the Liggity live stream, as you might have guessed. I thank everyone for tuning in today. Thanks to all the peeps who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support. That's it from me, 2019. I'll be seeing you next year, I guess, with some modded Minecraft. Anyway, I'm sending you over to Ren Diggity Dog, who's streaming some Funcraft. So be sure to hit that raid button in chat, and I'll see you all next year. Take care. Bye-bye.